The third series, second group, the magical passes for the recapitulation. The recapitulation affects something that Don Juan called the energy body. He formally explained the energy body as a conglomerate of energy fields that are the mirror image of the energy fields that make up the human body when it is seen directly as energy. He said that in the case of sorcerers, the physical body and the energy body are one single unit. The magical passes for the recapitulation bring the energy body to the physical body, which are essential for navigating into the unknown. 13. Forging the trunk of the energy body. Don Juan said that the trunk of the energy body was forged with 3 strikes delivered with the palms of the hands. The hands are held at the level of the ears with the palms facing forward, and from that position they strike forward, at the level of the shoulders, as if they were striking the shoulders of a well-developed body. The hands then move back to their original position around the ears, with the palms facing forward, and strike the mid-trunk of that imaginary body at the level of the chest. The second strike is not as wide as the first one, and the third strike is much narrower, because it strikes the waistline of a triangular-shaped trunk. 14. Slapping the energy body. The left and the right hands each come down from above the head. The palm of each hand bears down, creating a current of energy that defines each arm, forearm, and hand of the energy body. The left hand hits across the body to strike the left hand of the energy body, figure 153, and then the right hand does the same, it hits across the body to strike the right hand of the energy body. This magical pass defines the arms and forearms, especially the hands, of the energy body. 15. Spreading the energy body laterally. The wrists are crossed in the shape of a letter X in front of the body, almost touching it. The wrists are held bent backwards at a 90-degree angle to the forearm, at the level of the solar plexus. The left wrist is on top of the right one, figure 154. From there, the hands spread to the sides in unison, in a slow motion, as if they met with tremendous resistance, figure 155. When the arms reach their maximum aperture, they are brought back to the center, with the palms turned at a 90-degree angle in relation to the forearms, creating in this fashion the sensation of pushing solid matter from both sides to the center of the body. The left hand crosses on top of the right as the hands get ready for another lateral strike. While the physical body as a conglomerate of energy fields has super-defined boundaries, the energy body lacks that feature. Spreading energy laterally gives the energy body the defined boundaries that it lacks. 16. Establishing the core of the energy body. The forearms are held in a vertical position at the level of the chest, with the elbows kept in close to the body, at the width of the trunk. The wrists are snapped back gently, and then forward with great force, without moving the forearms, figure 156. The human body, as a conglomerate of energy fields, has not only super-defined boundaries, but a core of compact luminosity, which shamans call the band of man, or the energy fields with which man is most familiar. The idea of shamans is that within the luminous sphere, which is also the totality of man's energetic possibilities, there are areas of energy of which human beings are not at all aware. Those are the energy fields located at the maximum distance from the band of man. To establish the core of the energy body is to fortify the energy body in order for it to venture into those areas of unknown energy. 17. Forging the heels and the calves of the energy body. The left foot is held in front of the body with the heel raised to mid-calf. The heel is turned out to a position perpendicular to the other leg. Then the left heel strikes to the right as if a kick with the heel were being delivered, about 6 or 7 inches away from the shin bone of the right leg, figures 157, 158. The same movement is then executed with the other leg. 18. Forging the knees of the energy body. This magical pass has 2 facets. In the first facet the left knee is bent and raised to the level of the hips, or if possible even higher. The total weight of the body is placed on the right leg, which stands with the knee slightly bent forward. 3 circles are drawn with the left knee, moving it inward toward the groin, figure 159. The same movement is repeated with a right leg. In the second facet of this magical pass, the movements are repeated again with each leg, but in time, the knee draws an outward circle, figure K0. 19. Forging the thighs of the energy body. Beginning with an exhalation, the body bends slightly at the knees as the hands slide down the thinks. The hands stop on top of the kneecaps, and then they are pulled back up the thighs to the level of the hips with an inhalation, as if they were dragging a solid substance. There is a slight quality of a claw to each hand. The body straightens as this part of the movement is executed, figure 161. With the opposite breathing pattern, the movement is repeated, inhaling as the knees bend and the hands go down to the tops of the kneecaps, and exhaling as they are pulled back. 20. Stirring up personal history by making it flexible. This magical pass stretches the hamstring and relaxes it by bringing each leg, one at a time, bent at the knee, to strike the buttocks with a gentle tap of the heel, figure 162. The left heel strikes the left buttock, and the right heel strikes the right one. Shamans put an enormous emphasis on tightening the muscles of the backs of the thighs. They believe that the tighter those muscles, the greater the facility of the practitioner to identify and get rid of behavioral patterns that are useless. 21. Stirring up personal history with the heel to the ground by tapping it repeatedly. The right leg is set at a 90-degree angle with the left. The left foot is placed as far as possible in front of the body as the body almost sits on the right leg. The tension and contraction of the back muscles of the right leg are maximum, as is the stretching of the back muscles of the left leg. The left leg taps the ground repeatedly with the heel, figure 163. The same movements are then executed with the other leg. 22. Stirring up personal history with the heel to the ground by sustaining that position. The same movements are executed in this magical pass as in the previous one, again with each leg, but instead of tapping with the heel, the body is kept at an even tension by holding the stretch of the leg, figure 164. The following 4 magical passes, since they entail deep inhalations and exhalations, have to be done sparingly. 23. The recapitulation wings. A deep inhalation is taken as both forearms are raised to the level of the shoulders, with the hands at the level of the ears, palms facing forward. The forearms are held vertically and equidistant from figure 164 each other. An exhalation follows as the forearms are pulled back as far as possible without slanting them in any direction, figure 165. Another deep inhalation is taken. Within the duration of one long exhalation, both arms each draw a wing-like semicircle, beginning with the left arm moving forward as far as it can be extended and then laterally, drawing a semicircle to the back as far as possible. The arm makes a curve at the end of this extension and returns to the front, figure 166, to its initial resting position by the side of the body, figure 167. Then the right arm follows the same pattern within the same exhalation. Once these movements are completed, a deep abdominal breath is taken. 24. The window of recapitulation. The first part of this magical pass is exactly like the preceding one. A deep breath is taken with the hands raised to the ear level, with the palms facing forward. The forearms maintain a perfect verticality. This is followed by a long exhalation as the arms are pulled backwards. A deep inhalation is taken as the elbows are extended laterally at the level of the shoulders. The hands are bent at a 90-degree angle in relation to the forearms, the fingers pointing upward. The hands are slowly pushed toward the center of the body until the forearms cross. The left arm is held closer to the body and the right arm is placed in front of the left. The hands create in this fashion what Don Juan called the window of recapitulation, an opening in front of the eyes that looks like a small window, through which, Don Juan affirmed, a practitioner could peer into infinity, figure 168. A deep exhalation follows as the body straightens, The elbows are extended laterally and the hands are straightened out and kept at the same level as the elbows, figure 169. 25. The 5 deep breaths. The beginning of this magical pass is exactly like the previous two. At the second inhalation, the arms go down and cross at the level of the knees as the practitioner adopts a semi-squatting position. The hands are placed behind the knees, the right hand grabs the tendons in back of the left knee, and the left hand, with the left forearm on top of the right, grabs the tendons in back of the right knee. The index and middle fingers grab the outer tendons there and the thumb is wrapped around the inner part of the knee. The exhalation ends then, and a deep inhalation is taken, accompanied by pressing the tendon, figure 170. 5 breaths are taken in this fashion. This magical pass causes the back to be straight and the head to be in alignment with the spine, and is used to take deep breaths that fill the top as well as the lower part of the lungs by pushing the diaphragm downward. 26. Drawing energy from the feet. The first part of this magical pass is exactly the same as the beginning of the other 3 of this series. On the second inhalation, the forearms go down and wrap around the ankles, going from the inside to the outside as the practitioner adopts a squatting position. The backs of the hands rest on top of the toes, and in this fashion, 3 deep inhalations and 3 deep exhalations are made, figure 171. After the last exhalation, the body straightens as a deep inhalation is taken to finish the magical pass. The only glow of awareness left in human beings is at the bottom of their luminous spheres, a fringe that extends in a circle and reaches the level of the toes. With this magical pass, that fringe is tapped with the kicks of the fingers, and stirred with the breath.